Welcome to the first iMovie tutorial provided by the marketing team of Study Association Aureus. The aim for this is to give you an idea about the basic tools that iMovie offers and how to create a video for the promotional purposes of Aureus or in your personal lives for your personal videos. iMovie is a video editing program available on every Mac computer. You can easily download it on the App Store for free. Before starting off with video editing, there's a brief warning concerning copyright and how to avoid infringement. It is important that every piece of footage or video that you use that you did not create yourself isn't longer than 15 seconds each. Additionally, if you want to include any type of sound in your video, ensure that there is no copyright attached with it. You may also look up on YouTube Music without copyright. In general, you can easily find videos or websites with more information about the copyright laws online. Copyright is serious business, so pay attention. To start a new project, first open iMovie. This is the project list and it will show you all the projects that you have made in iMovie. If this is your first time using the program, then you may not see any project listed in the window. To create a new project, click on the Create New box, denoted by a large plus sign. Once you click, a drop-down menu will appear. Select the movie option. You will then be taken to the project interface where you can begin importing footage and editing your movie. To name your project, click on the Projects button in the upper left corner of iMovie. A pop-up box will appear allowing you to name your project. Keep in mind that you can always rename your movie later from the projects list. To open your project again, double-click on the project in the projects list. Note, you'll notice that there is no save command under the file menu. This is because iMovie autosaves at regular intervals and does not require you to manually save. The first section in the top left third of iMovie is called the Event Library. The Event Library workspace grants you access to all imported footage, functioning essentially like a media browser and dividing your imported movies into folders called events. The next section is the bottom half of the interface and is called the Project Workspace or Timeline. The Project Workspace is where you can access and build your movie from the files you selected from the Event Library workspace. The section in the top right corner is called the Viewer. This viewer window is where your footage will play as you edit and watch the clips in your Project Workspace. You will also be able to make many different clip adjustments in this section of the interface by clicking the adjustment icons at the top of the viewer. To import video files from your computer, go to the top of the iMovie window and click the Import button, which is a downward pointing arrow. When you do, a video will appear that allows you to select the clips that you would like to import. Use the menu on the left to navigate to your media, either on the computer, external drive, or camera that you wish to import. At the top of the import window, you will see a menu titled Import, where you can select which event you would like the clips to import to. Click on that drop-down menu and select an existing event or select New Event to create a new event in which you want to import your video clips. iMovie will then prompt you to name your new event. The Event Library workspace and the project timeline look similar. The major difference between the two is that you cannot edit in the Event Library workspace. All editing must occur in the project timeline. The most you can do in the Event Library is select a certain clip and drag that clip into the project timeline. To do this, click on a video clip in your Event Library workspace that you want to use in your timeline. This should create a yellow box around the clip that you would like to use. You can then click and drag the video inside the yellow box in your timeline, and it will add the clip into your project. Now that we know how to add clips from our event browser to our timeline, we can start to edit some of our footage. To split a clip into two different clips, move your playhead, which are the white lines that follow your cursor, to the point that you want to split and click on it. Now, go to the top of the screen and select the Modify menu. Scroll down to the middle of the drop-down menu and choose Split Clip. When you do, your clip will be split into two parts at the part where your playhead was. If you need to trim a clip down because you've added too much of it into your timeline, there are 3 ways to do this. The first is by simply dragging the ends of the clips in your project timeline workspace. Start by selecting the clip you wish to trim. You'll know it is selected when a yellow border appears around it. Next, move your cursor to the left edge of the clip until your cursor turns into 2 arrows pointing left and pointing right. When it does, left click, hold, and drag left or right to either extend or shorten where your clip starts. When you are satisfied, you can let go of the left click. Then, move your cursor over to the right edge of your clip until your cursor changes the arrows again. Now, left click, hold, and drag left or right to shorten or extend where your clip ends. When you are satisfied, you can let go of the left click. To conclude this tutorial, there has been said that iMovie has several tools to insert titles or special effects. However, we won't explain that further since the program itself is pretty straightforward, and for further doubts, many YouTube videos will be able to explain it in more detail. Aureus has several constraints and rules regarding how video editing should look. Therefore, also check the other tutorials where we created for you explaining the only Aureus guidelines for video editing.